Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome to Bemis Crafty Corner. I am better known as Els, and we are working on the Dark Macabre Journal of 2025. So I do one of these usually about once a year, and this year our theme is going to be loosely based. Let's say that loosely based on New Orleans. So, we've got like all the old manor houses, and we have voodoo and zombies and you know, all of that stuff. And right now I'm just cutting out some fussy cuts. Because we need much more ephemera. We made a whole bunch, but we only got through like one signature and we're almost out. So I'm going to have to make more clusters. So I'm just working on getting some of these pieces fussy cut, and then I'll get this off my desk and take a look at the book. So I know it's offensive. I'm fussy cutting with big scissors. I can't help myself. For me, it works, All right, so I need to find some zombies, or voodoo dolls, or I haven't really found any that I like. So I'm going to find some. And we're going to be able to add those into our journal. Let's see. Okay. Michelle and Rose are in their Bible study this morning. And of course, Rose has got the baby. Okay. There are many, many more of these to cut, but I'm not going to sit here and bore everybody watching me cut them. And I don't want to give anybody any more opportunity to yell at me about fussy cutting with big scissors. So I'm going to get these out of the way for the moment. And we have some pocket pieces that I cut yesterday and put together. I didn't cut these candlesticks because I figured I'd do those, if I use them. So we have all of that. We have a bag of ephemera and ribbons and laces and trims. We've got all kinds of papers over here. And we are going to get out the section of the book we're working on. I have to get the right one. Here we go. A. This is the one we're working on together, because we're doing A and B together, and of course the inside of the book. But I do one off camera, and that's C, and it's over there. So let's take a look at what we have. So far, this is our first page. The way that the book is laid out this time, this is our front cover, and then we're going to have one signature here, and we'll have a flip on this fin, and we'll have a nice big, and then B will go here. Then there's just a flip, just a fin. There's no flip or anything on this one yet. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with it, but I'm thinking it's going to have like a flip. And then the last signature goes here. So there's going to be a signature. These two are going to be pretty close together, and then a signature here in the back. So this is the first signature. She got rain. Yay! Okay, so this is signature A, or the first signature. And then we have a nice big belly band here with a really nice sized journaling card. We have a small page here. This is one of our make-aheads. And it starts life like this. There is a video on this. It's a recent one. And, you know, it's just making these in advance so that you can add them and decorate them accordingly. And then on the other side, this is one of those Tim Holtz cards that nobody knows what to do with because they got crap on both sides of them. And they're ugly on both sides, really. So, but it looks kind of like what I would call dirty old wallpaper, you know. So we have that with a couple of a tag and a journaling card. We'll finish all of these off when we get to it. We have a little piece of ephemera here. And then up here we have this little pocket. That's a journaling card. And it's held on with one of these tiny little envelope paper clips. And these are really nice because when you open them and you take the paper clip off, it gives you a little extra journaling space to put a little note in or something. So it's kind of cool, kind of cute. I think we're doing that this week on the either on the craft with me, or I lost my. I took off the paper clip and lost it. Ah, there it is. I think it's going to be tonight on the idea book. Don't know. It's either tonight or tomorrow night. We're going to be making those. So if you're interested, let me know. Hello, Michelle. And then we have a little page here, just writing. And we have this cute little spider web that we're kind of moving throughout the book. I'm going to do a little bit over here as well. And then we have our another writing page. And then we have this one with a little tuck and a journaling card up here. And this, which I think we did last week in the idea book, which is just it's a junk mail envelope, like a return envelope. And we just put a little tag inside of it. Very cute. Over here, we have some more writing space, This little pocket right here, I don't know that I've done the video for it, but I'm going to do a video for this. And you can use it as a journaling card with a pocket, or you can use it as a pocket with a pocket. This one has a journaling card behind it, and it has a journaling card inside of it. But you could easily tuck this into a pocket and have a journaling card on the back of it as well. So that'll all be in the video. Then we have this. This is one of our, dyed hard, tried and true paper clips. It does show the paper clip, but so it's not a hidden paper clip, but it is a little pocket that you can clip in, and you can put a journal card or a tag or whatever you want inside of it. Lots of writing space here. Another little tuck over here with a journaling card. And then over here, we have more writing space and another tag. Here's a nice big pocket. And there's a tag in here that needs to get done. And a little file folder that you can write on. And we went ahead and added the paper here because that looks stupid with it being white. But, we added some of the other paper to it. Then over here, we have a little tuck spot that has a journal card underneath it. And you can certainly fit more there. You can write on this, even though it's a darker blue. You can still write on this one. Then over here, we just have some writing space, more writing space. And here we did some staggered pockets. This one we have a pin in because we want to do something with it. I think we're going to make a photo out of that, like an old tin type photo. And then we have a little pocket here with a tag, and this is where we're at. So, ta-da! That's it. Don't open your package. Although I did Michelle-proof this one. I rubber band everything. Okay, so I did get a Temu order this morning. I got in some new gears. And I got in this one. And I don't remember ordering this one. So this one may be one that they sent me as a preview. They do that from time to time. I have a couple of vendors that do that. And I probably from the guy I ordered the gears from, he probably went, hey, check out what I got here. They always send me these little extras. And because I have a business account with Timo. So let's just dump them out here on a piece of paper and see what we got. Oh, these are cute. Okay, I have that, but I have it in silver. So these are all like clocks. It's a watch. That's cute. Little wristwatches. So these are all clocks. Very cute. Oh, that one's cute. Kind of a melted clock. That one's kind of cute. Oh, there's another one. And then this one's like an alarm clock. That's adorable. And this one here, which is a nice big clock face. You know, this would be good on a page as a tuck, you know? So looks like it's like 2 pieces of each, maybe 3. But very cool. I don't know what I would use them for, but, you know. I might come up with a project for them. Who knows? But yeah, this is what I ordered. And I ordered these because I love to play with them. They're metal, but they're not very heavy. So because they're an alloy as opposed to like just steel and whatever. They will discolor, but that's okay for steampunk. So that's what I use them for. But they're very nice to have because they're very small, you know, so I can use them on like ATCs and stuff, and they don't feel like overwhelming. Hi, Miss Maury. Oh no, you opened it. Just don't lose anything, honey. Close it up, put it away. Michelle will lose like one number, like a number 2, you know, one that's important. All right. So I did make these little pockets out of one of the printables. By the way, I got to show this to you guys. This one here, this one, and a couple of the other pieces that we're using, including the one that I used for this and this, that one, and trying to find the, I know I have some of them. Hold on, I'll find them. They're here. Some of the pieces that I've used that are some of the bigger pieces. Anyway, they come from, here they are, here. So like this sheet, which had a big skull here and a couple other pieces over here. These all come from My White Cat journal. And these are fussy cut freebies. This is like one set of freebies. I think it's 6 pages. You get 2 sets of these. And then there's 2 sets of like collage paper and 2 sets of background paper. That's one of them. And this is the other one. So very cool. There's a couple of different kinds that she has, not necessarily all Halloween. A lot of them are Christmas and stuff like that. But they are free. And they are from My White Cat journal. And the easiest way to find them, to be honest, is to go to Pinterest. Go over to Pinterest and put in My White Cat journal freebies, and it'll bring them up. I think there's like 7 or 8 of them that come up, and they're all different. And you can order them. You know, you can get them from there. It gives you, you know, the link to visit the site, and then you go to the site and you can pick them up. It basically just takes you to like a PDF. But you can, you know, get them for free. And I'm using them in this journal. And to be honest, they're gorgeous. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. You know, and it's extremely what we're looking for. This is gorgeous. These look like old wallpaper, but when you look at it carefully, you'll notice they're skulls. This one is just old wallpaper. And then like this, I mean, this is too big for most journals, but you know, you can resize this to something smaller that's workable for you. But I just wanted to put that out there. We are using quite a bit of My White Cat journal. I use it quite frequently. I do enjoy her art. So, you know, if you want to go check that out, you can get it through Pinterest. I know that you can get it through Pinterest. You can get there. I went to her Facebook group, and it is available on the Facebook group, but it's like individual pieces. And I can't figure out like how to download the whole set. The only place I can find the whole set is through Pinterest. So. Okay, good girl. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let's see if I can find rectangle dies to do this. Let's do that first. Oh, my rectangle dies in the shapes. Okay. All right, I have regular rectangles, but I also have these that are kind of a little fancy. So let's see. And haven't used these. Well, I have, but not a lot. So let's see. Okay, I think we can use that one. Let's go ahead and take that off. This is the one we want. Get these all back in here. These are all very close, so you have to like really precise laying them back in. All right, I think, yeah, that'll fit behind it. Okay. So, let me put this away for a moment. All right, I'm going to get this out of my way because I don't want to smudge it up, and I will. So let's go ahead and grab this. Ooh-ah. And just scrap a white cardstock. Put this on there. Hold on, let me get rid of those. I need my cutter. If you don't take these off, sometimes they can cut into the paper, and then you'll have this like really weird mark. So we don't want that. We do, however, want to flick metal across the room. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. We're going to go ahead and cut this and see what it looks like and what we may need to do. Okay, well, that's nice and tight. Seriously, crafter injuries, I'm telling you. All right, let's see. It's a little bit too big. So I'm going to cut the next size down, which will probably be too small, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay. Where did I put those? There they are. Okay. This one's got like 3 of them on it. Hold on. This one. They're always at an awkward, funky angle, too. 2. All right. So we're going to try cutting the smaller one and see how that works. That's cool. We'll keep it. You ever do that? You cut out a die and then you find a piece and you go, oh, I like it. It depends on what I'm cutting, honey. If okay. If let me get this out of the way real quick. If I am printing for like to make tags, they get printed on this is Nina 100-pound cardstock. It runs through the printer just fine. It's actually 100-pound paper, not cardstock. If I'm doing this kind of stuff, you know, where I'm going to be making little clusters and pieces that I'm just going to glue onto the page, I'll also cut that out of the 100 Nina. But if I'm working on, say, this, which is going to be, you know, basically put on an entire page, then I print this on basically 28-pound copy paper. So if it's going to have to be, you know, or a pocket or something like that, that gets cut out of cardstock. If it's, you know, got to bear some weight, like a pocket or something, it gets cut out of cardstock or out of the heavier paper, the 100-pound paper. If, let's put, all right, so we're going to put this on a piece of paper. So let's get this out. I'm going to cut this where I want my image to be. I like the bigger one, but the bigger one is too big. All right, so we're going to put this down. We're going to get our frame around it. Where do we want that to be? Okay. This would have been easier if I hadn't cut the picture out, but I cut the picture out, so. All right, picture. Picture, just over here. Get this out of the way. Okay. Now, this should fit right in the center here. Nicely. And it does. Okay. So first things first, we're going to glue this down. And you have to kind of judge too what your printer will handle, because some printers won't print heavier papers. Can I have some glue? I hate when I'm gluing on white because I never know if the glue is actually coming out. And then I feel like I have to do this. There's so much glue on this bit. I need to clean it off. It's open. I just have to wait for it to go. Let it flow, let it flow. Here we go. I'm impatient. That's my problem. All right, so I'm going to glue this onto here. And then we're going to make it a little old looking. Because it wouldn't be pristine, you know? Then we're going to put a little black on this because it would be fading because it's tin type. We're going to glue this in. We're going to cut this whole thing out. I have a whole video on this. I don't know where it is, but it's in the playlist. We'll make breakfast. I had breakfast this morning. I tell you, but you know, it's boring. It gets boring after a while. Because I eat the same damn thing every day. Yep. Because it's a meal that helps me regulate my sugar all day long. It fills me up, but it doesn't overfill me so that I do remember to eat throughout the day because I'm famous for not eating. Well, that was fabulous. How do I do this stuff? That was faboo. I knocked everything for a row of duty. There we go. This is the one I want. Why? Because it has the rounded corners. Well, let me cut this out to look the way it's supposed to look. There it is. So we've created a faux tin type photo. Let's put all 900 of those back. Get this out of the way. Let's bring the book back in. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You can write on the back if you want to. I know, it's just a little thing. Goes in there. I might even make it bigger. Let's pop a hole in here and get we got to back that first. If we're doing, trying to do these like old photos, we need to back this one as well. So let me get that done, and then we'll poke you the holy. Okay. So get this on here. Cut it out. All right. And then ink. I cut a bunch of hole protectors last night. I had a bunch of scraps of black out, and they're too small to really do anything with. So I figured I would do that because that's what I do. Like a piece that's like this, I can use, but if it's only half that, I couldn't use it for anything. So I cut my hole punch protectors in there, the ones that, these ones, that I use all the time. So I cut a bunch of those out last night. Oh, I got to get more black eyelets. I'm running low. Off to Amazon I go. Those I can't get from Temu because they're not the right size. They're slightly larger. I can get them from Temu, just a pain in the butt getting them into things. All right, here we go. Okay. This is probably going to make bigger, like make a tag out of it or something. Oh, I do love these, though. I like the cuts from that die. Okay. All right, so we got that fixed. I still hate this. I really do. I hate it. But it's there, and there's not a lot I can do about it. I don't really think I can get it off of here without totally screwing the page up. Let's see. It's on lace, so it's a little bit forgiving. All right, let's see. We get... Scratch that off. Maybe we can get some of this off. This. Okay, that's better. Okay, now I have to fix that. It's okay. I can fix it. 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 Good at this. Let's see. That's a nope. I'll probably end up putting some washi tape or something here. Let's see. I don't know. I don't like it. Don't like it. Hold on. See, sometimes we screw things up and then we have to fix them. We have to figure out how to fix them. Scissors. All fixed? All fixed. Okay. So we fixed it. Now, we do have a little hole in the paper, so we have to put something over this. Let's see. What shall we put there? I don't know. Well, you know what, brain damage? You just cut like 900 new pieces of ephemera. Let's take a look at what we have here. I'm thinking maybe we could do I don't know. We have, where's the other one? We have a couple of poison bottles. Okay, I won't wiggle. You know, she always puts me in precarious positions. If there's an earthquake, it's not my fault. What are we having for breakfast? Are you still stuck on your bacon and eggs? Okay, one poison bottle. I forgot to ink that. It's okay, never fear. It's not the best, but it works. Go. Actually open the ink up. Ooh, there's a blonde hair in there. Okay. I'm thinking I have to re-ink this pad. Where's my black soot? It's around here someplace. All right, a little bit of glue on this. I don't want to pop it up. I could, because I got my new pops, but there we go. Poison. And then I think we're going to do this, and we're going to pop this up. So let's add a little color to this. Ink. Okay. Now, the flame. Bacon, eggs, avocados, and cheese. We got all the food groups in there. All right. So these are my glaze pens. And if you don't know what glaze pen is, they're from Jelly, from the Jelly Roll Company. And they are, they continue to look wet when they dry. It's like a glaze. Now, they come with that little ball on them, You guys know what I'm talking about. That little ball on the end of the point. I keep those on there because it keeps them from drying out, because these are expensive. A set of 24 of these probably run you almost $20. So, all right, we're going to pop this up. So let me grab some soikles. Some soikles. If I can find them. I need the little ones. Oh, such a pain. Such a pain. Here they are. Shush. One, two, three, four. Ooh, I think we're gonna make 5. Good, because I wouldn't want to leave one on there. You know, that last one left behind, it's always so sad. All right, there we go. All righty, now we're going to get rid of this. Let's put the lid back on that. There we go. I do love this because it's almost airtight. All right, there we go. Get all those, and we're going to put this on. It's a little popped off. Oh, I love it. So it just has a little bit of dimension to it, and it has a little bit of gloss to it, which is kind of cool. Okay. I like it. All right, now this needs some washi tape. So I'm going to do some washi. Here we go. I'm going to go right down the side here. Glue stick, which we all know I don't use for a lot of things, but washi tape is one of them. I don't consider, I think glue sticks are really just washi tape adhesive. That's the way I look at it. Bony. Oh, bony. Okay, here we go. Bony. I'm going to have to cut this one. It's being stubborn. It's too small for my fat fingers to grab. Okay. All right, I'm gonna. I don't think I did because I didn't write it down. I can't remember if I took this or not. So I'm going to take one because I can't remember, and then I'm going to write it down. Where's my pad? Here's my, yeah, see, I don't have a 8:15 last night was the last time I took one. Okay. So, let's get a clean page. Here we go. I have a semi-clean page. 11 o'clock. Okay. All right, now, in keeping with this gruesomeness, I'm going to grab one of these. We're going to put it down here. There we go. Right there. And then I'm going to hit that with my ball. Let's see how we're doing here. There we go. Let me get that out of the way. There we go. Okay. I love creepy stuff. This is the only time of the year I get to be weird. Okay, let me adjust this camera. Hold on just a second. There we go. That's a little better. Now I have more workspace because we were all just looking at the nope sign. Harry gets up there and he loves on that thing. And, you know, it becomes a problem. All right, now we have this page. So I'm going to round the corners on this just because I can. I'm going to ink this page, which I don't normally do. I need a piece of cardstock. Here's a little piece. I just want to look corner, man. Sitting here arguing on how to get that in there. Okay. Then we'll ink this. I'm probably going to, like I said, I'm probably going to need to re-ink that. Ink pad. Okay. Now we'll put that back in. Not there. This over here. Whew. Okay. Now, we could do one of these. And I think we're going to. You know, just so you guys know, these little pockets and stuff that I do, if you want some of these for whatever reason, like say you're doing a pink journal and you want some of these in pink, just let me know and I'd be happy to cut them for you and send them, you know. I do, I have a set of crosses that I do for Arlene all the time, whenever she needs them. So, you know, and if you just want them in basic colors and you're going to put, you know, different colors here, just let me know and we'll, you know, we'll do some of those. I think I carry them in the shop. I'm not sure. But I know I used to have what I call pocket packs that had like the Tim Holtz pocket in it and this one and a couple of other ones, the little one with the little, and they're just the base pieces. You have to cut decoration to go, you know, on them. But because they're just base, it works out pretty good. All right, now this needs little things. So we have a bunch of these little tickets that we can do. And I want to double these because they're small, you know. Let me run this through this iron. There we go. Love my Xyron. I just know that, you know, for some people, one, they don't have a die cutting machine. That's one thing. Two, for some people, buying the dies is cost prohibitive because, let's be honest, he charges an arm and a leg for those damn things. And sometimes I find them in the thrift store, you know. But so, you know, if it's something that you're interested in and you would like, just let me know and I would be more than happy to cut some for you. Like I said, I think I used to have them called a pocket pack in the shop. Probably should go back and put that back in. But I don't know if it's still in there. Probably not. Shaylee's order came in today from Temu. That's where I got my pieces from. Well, I had to get to that point, you know, because they don't do the shipping unless you get to a certain point of spending. And so, you know, I ordered one set of things and it came, they sent me an extra one. But yeah, I ordered her for her. She sat here. She couldn't believe I did it. she sat here and I was looking at Temu and she was like, I need like spikes or something. And I was like, okay, well, let's take a look at what they have. So I pulled it up. She was like, oh, those are cool. I like that. That's cool. And I just ordered it all. And she was like, what? Because I spoil her. She's a brat. What can I say? She's my brat. I'll really get her anything she wants. Because I told her, I made her the offer when we were in, I want to say we were in Colorado. Yeah, we were. We were in Colorado. We were coming back. And we were in Colorado and we were waiting for the store to open at 9 a.m. It was like 8:45. And I told her, I said, you know, there's a bunch of companies out there. There's one called ThreadUp that you can order a bag from them and then you can put your clothes in it and they will take them and they will resell them. So don't just buy clothes that fit you. If that's a brand that you know is popular and that it sells and you can pick it up for a couple of bucks, buy it in in whatever sizes you can find. Then you put it in the ThreadUp bag and you send it to them and they sell it and you get like 80% of it back, whatever the sales price is. And they clean it and do any minor repairs to it, things like that. And I said, you know, if that's something that you're interested in doing and you want to do it, if you tell me, I will front you the money to do the shopping. Then when you get your money back from ThreadUp, you pay me back, and then the rest of it is your profit. She's like, seriously? I was like, yeah. If this is something you really want to do and you're good at it, then do it, you know? I told her, I said, take a couple of days and think about it. So she reached out the other day and she goes, you know, I'm really thinking about what you said. And I find stuff all the time. It's not in my size, but I know that it would sell because I know there's other people out there that want it. And so I'd like to take you up on that offer. And I said, fine. So when she was here, I gave her all the laces and trims that she needed and wanted so that she could do what she already had, upcycling that stuff because she does upcycle clothes, makes her own clothes. And then I went ahead and paid for all of her stuff. So she's got spikes and rivets and I told her, I said, you come over and I'll show you how to use them because she doesn't even know how to put them on at this point. But I will show her. Some of them are screws and some of them you have to poke the holes and put it in. And yeah. So some of it's a little bit more technical than other things. We need some stuff here. I know what it is. I just can't find it. These will fit. But that's not what I'm looking for. I have. I'll find it. No. Jizz. All right, I'm going to move this out of the way for a moment. So on the back here, I have these. And they're just stinking cute little tags. Very frilly, very fancy. Look fancy. So we're going to do these two. And we're going to do a piece of paper over it. Like that. Okay. So I'm just going to put glue on this. I'm going to put it right there. This kills two birds with one stone. And it gets rid of a piece of paper that I put my finger through when I was pulling it out of the color. Because this is my tea dye. That's why it's so bright. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this off. Right. Here. I just want to make sure I have a general idea of where I'm working. There. And here. That's a good piece. It's not the birdie, but I managed to keep the bird intact. That was what I was going for there. Okay, so now we could do one here and one on the stained glass. Like that. Let's bring up the cutter. All right. All by myself. Jamaican Mexican rice. I love Mexican rice. Oh. There's a store here. It's called Cardina's. And I go over there all the time. It's one of the few places that I can go and get bondigas and carnitas. I go on Tuesdays because Tuesdays is Carnitas Tuesdays, and you get a pound of carnitas for like $7. Cheap. I'm too lazy. You know, if I'm once a year, I do I sit down and I actually, get my kid and my daughter and we do the, I did not cut all the way. So we're going to do it again. But she comes over, we make tamales and all of that stuff. She's still trying to get the recipe for her dad's abundagas out of his ass. He won't give it to her. I'm like, no. I think he feels like if he gives it to her, he'll become obsolete. He would. She'd be like, I got the soup. I'm out of here. No, she loves her dad. It'd be funny. All right. And he won't write it down either because he knows she looks for it. Which I think is hysterical. All right. We're going to pick this. Which may be easier said than done. Let's see if I can come at this from the back. There we go. Get that out of there. This one. Okay, let me just clean this up a little bit. It's got a little. There we go. It might be a little busy. Yeah, these might be a little bit too busy to use. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get this out of here. And it takes every brain cell I have. You don't have one to talk. Okay. All right, we got him. Bye. Yeah, kids today, they think our old clothes are cool. I don't know why, but they do. All right, I'm going to see if I can get a regular eyelet in this and then decide if I like it. There's an eyelet. Let's see. I don't even know if I can actually get that in there. I can. That worked. This one is really small, and I'll have to use a tiny eyelet because the hole is right there. And I don't know. I'm not going to put an eyelet in it, I don't think, because I think if I put an eyelet in this one, I think it would tear very quickly, very easily. Let's put some ink on this and see if it's improved any. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's get these out of the way. They go back there. Okay, now let's bring this over. And let's try this. I don't know if I'm going to like it. You never know. All right, so put that in there. And put this up here. I'm not going to like this. Nope, not going to lie. I don't like it. Okay. That's coming out. Put those over there. We'll play with those later. This needs something. Let's go to the standby. I think I might cut that down. Oh, we could use that one too. So this is all, you guys have seen this before. This is all just like collections of advertisements and like package backings and stuff. It's all packaging stuff. But it works really well as tags. Okay, like this one, which I could cut off right about there, I think, and that would work. And then we'll just re-round it. And give it some ink. Do a little on the back, and we'll let the ink dry here because it's oxide. Takes a minute to dry. And then this one we will cut down considerably. I think I get this from a lighter. This was an electric lighter. Bigger. Again. Get rid of the white. Let's poke a hole. Right. There. Get one of these. Put it in the hole. Get down. And shoop, staple. Right there. Okay. Put that one in there. Top. There we go. We'll add something to that one and we'll be all good. All right, so what have we done today? 2 pages and a photograph. Well, we made 2 tags and we fixed that other page, this other page up here. Then we did 2 pages here. We still have a lot of work to do, guys. But that's going to do it for me today. I have a bunch of stuff to do, and I'll be back tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 7, 8, 9 across the country. The rest of the world, you can figure that out for yourself. Because I'm not Greenwich Mean Time.
You're not GMT?
I am not GMT. I'm more like whatever. All right, so I'm going to put this up. We're going to be here tonight, but let's take a look at some of the other things that are going on in my world. Okay, so let's see. What do we got? So this month, our Practical 25 challenge is playing cards and or packing tape. So you can use one, both. You can use any kind of packing tape you have. It could be masking tape. It can be painting tape. If if you use it to pack a box, it works for me. And a playing card, it can be a huge playing card, giant playing card, standard size playing card. It could even be a Yu-Gi-Oh card if that's what you've got, you know. Let's see what else. Tonight we're going to be doing the idea book, and I believe tonight's idea book is. I never know these things. I should write them in the book, you know, in the schedule, but I don't. So, you know. All right, so tonight, content live. We have, what is this today? Is this today? Today we are doing the micro envelopes with the paper clips. That's what we're doing today. If you go to my channel and you look at the lives or my videos, the videos tell you what's posted, but the lives tell you what's coming up in my lives. I don't know why they have them split. I really wish it was just one thing, content. That's it. But they split it that way. Then tomorrow we're going to have a craft with me. We're going to be doing some prepping some ring-bound journals. So we're going to be using, you know, like those old style file cards, A, B, C, D. Yeah, we're going to use some of those. And so we're going to be doing some of that. And Monday we'll have, Saturday we'll have mixed media. Sunday, of course, we have our game. And then Monday there is a butterfly ephemera that's coming, video for that, which is really cool. And then we're going to be moving into October. And in October, Mike's going to be in Kansas the second week of October. Don't forget, every other Monday now we're doing the Monday Mixed Media Mini Morsels. Just going to see how it goes. But pretty much, you know, you can click on it anytime during a 2-week period and, you know, play mixed media by yourself. But I do have a beginner's project. It's an album, a mini album journal, kind of an easy way of doing one. And it's certainly not meant to be, you know, the definitive. It's just a easy, fast, quick way of doing one. So if you have something, you know, that you want to document in your life, it would be a good way to do that. And so all of that is going on. I am currently posting videos through January. So if you would like a copy of that, don't forget to head over to go here on the YouTube channel or head over to my Facebook group, either one. You can get a list of everything that's upcoming. You can also pick up some stuff over on my Ko-Fi and my Patreon. If you'd like to cyber stalk me, the easiest way to do that is go down to the description box below, click on the more button, and it gives you links to everything. But that's it, guys. That's all I have. I have nothing else for you today, and I will see you next time. Until then, stay well. Bye-bye.